when the rains stopped, and the earth swallowed what remained of the waters, and the sun shone upon the land for the first time after months of darkness. The ark of Noah, peace be upon him, came to rest upon Mount Judah. Noah came out along with the believers, the birds, and the animals, looking in amazement at the land whose features had completely changed. The mountains had become harsher, the plains more vast, and the traces of the flood remained everywhere. Noah, peace be upon him, the prophet of Allah, stood upon the land of Judah and prostrated to Allah in gratitude for saving him and those who believed with him. Then he advised his people, saying, "Worship Allah alone, with no partner beside him, and do not divide after me as the nations before you were divided." The survivors began a new life. They built houses from stone and wood, plowed the land, and planted the seeds they had carried with them in the ark. Over the years, their descendants multiplied, and the three sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, became the origins of humanity after the flood. From Shem came the Arabs, the Jews, Persia, and Rome. From Ham came the people of Africa, Abyssinia, Egypt, and many nations of the south. From Japheth came the people of the east, the Turks, China, and the nations of the north. In the beginning, the people lived upon pure monotheism, and the earth enjoyed goodness and blessings. But as centuries passed, Satan began weaving his whispers into hearts. He tempted them to immortalize the memory of the righteous by making statues of them, claiming that this would remind them to worship Allah. Then, as generations passed, these statues became idols worshipped instead of Allah, and thus the great deviation began. In the south of the Arabian Peninsula, in a vast region of sand and mountains called Al-Ahqaf, there appeared a people known for their strength and grandeur, the people of Ad. They were tall in stature, strong in body, builders of lofty palaces and carvers of high pillars, until their city was called Iram, the city of lofty pillars, the like of which had never been created in the land. But their strength deceived them, and they said, "Who is mightier than us in strength?" Forgetting that Allah, who created them, is mightier and more severe in punishment. So Allah sent to them a prophet from among them, Hud, peace be upon him. Hud stood before them with firmness and said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than Him. Indeed, I fear for you the punishment of a mighty day." But they mocked him, accused him of madness, and said, "Have you come to turn us away from our gods?" Even though Hud reminded them of Allah's blessings upon them, their strength and their provision, they insisted on disbelief. When their stubbornness continued, the promise of Allah came. The sky began to veil the sun with thick, dark clouds. They rejoiced, thinking rain was coming with goodness, but those clouds carried a painful torment. Allah sent upon them a violent, roaring wind that raged for 7 nights and 8 days without pause, uprooting them from the earth and leaving them like hollow trunks of palm trees. Not a single one of Ad remained, only empty dwellings telling the story of strength lost to arrogance and disbelief. And thus, the flood and the destruction of Aad became 2 lessons for all of humanity: that salvation is not through strength nor through numbers, but through obedience to Allah alone. This content was created using artificial intelligence and does not represent any real images of the prophets. Depicting prophets is not allowed. This story is meant for knowledge and to take you on an exciting journey. If you're interested in true stories of the prophets and history, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates.